today's video, more problems for the Focus arise. We remove the blower motor and inspect for damage, and the diagnostic machine comes out.
Well, could be disaster. Engine management light has come on in the last 30 seconds. Speedo is not working, and the odometer, don't know what that's doing, just a load of dashes. So just when I thought the work was ending, presented with some more. Fantastic.
Hello and welcome back to the Car Lovers channel. It's another Focus video, and it's Happy New Blower Motor Day. Look at that. If we compare it with the old one, you can see sort of movement in that shaft. This new one, next to nothing. So I'm hoping that should sort that howling noise. The first thing I want to do is just compare the two. Make sure all like the fixings are roughly the same. Multi-plug connector, make sure that's the same, which to me looks like it is. And then before we screw it in, I just want to plug it in, make sure it actually powers up and spins when we flick the switch on. But before we do that, we need to go back in time a bit to when we first took that blower motor out. So that's the blower motor under here somewhere. Turn it to 3, 2, goes away when you switch it off. I'm hoping it's the bearing or something needs greasing. Worst case, there's going to be excess play in the bearing, but we'll get it stripped out and we'll have a look. Now it's just up there. As far as blower motors go, it's relatively straightforward. Just need this bit of ducting out the way, probably the glove box, or Phillips by the looks of it. So let's get started. There she is. Yeah, Phillips there, holding that bit of ducting on. There we go. And there should be, I think there's 3 Phillips screws. I think. One there. One there. One round the back. I think these front 2 I'll be able to get with my gun. But the back one, I've got a stubby screwdriver for that. Just unplug this. And that one. And we're going to have to go manually for this one. But she's going to drop out. There we go. Right, so the motor's off, and what we've got is this movement in like the shaft. I mean, it doesn't sound that rough when I spin it up, but to me that's definitely not right. So I need to see how much I can get one for. I'll try brand new. I think I can get them from a local motor factors, so we'll give them a try. See how much it's going to cost me. Just got off the phone with the local motor factors, and a new blower motor is going to be £81 plus the VAT, which is going to mean it's going to cost more for that than what I paid for the entire car, and I can't do it. So we're going to have a look on eBay, see if we can find a second-hand one, or even a brand new one for 50 quid, I think is the max I'm prepared to pay. So fingers crossed. eBay has come up with the goods. I've had a look and there's two on there right at the top of the page. First one was £32.95, I think. The second one £26 something. Both brand new units. Both look like they might do the job. I just need to get a tape measure, make sure the dimensions match what is listed on the advert. The dimensions are pretty much the same, so I've clicked buy it now. Just have to wait for it to turn up. I'll just reach for this plug, plug it in. Like that. Make sure the fans are off before you turn the ignition on, because that'll bounce around all over. Ignition on. I'm just going to grip it, hold it firm. Look at that. And you can see how fast that spins. It's nice and quiet though, so we'll get that screwed in. Grab your screws, if you can remember where they are. Obviously I took this out about a week ago, but I did just put them in this cup holder, and then this will only go in one way. There's like a sort of a step in the housing here. That must sit there like that. So 3 Phillips screws. Let's get them started. Right, I think they're all started. Grab a Phillips and my trusty gun. Let's just buzz them up. Nipped up, and that one, and then we had to do this last one by hand. Let's do that now. There we go. Plug it back in. Double check it works. Lovely. Now we've got this bit of duct in to put back in.
It's locked onto there, look. So that's how we get the warm air directed at the feet. Doesn't line up though. It's pushed on, but it doesn't line up with there. I'm sure it was screwed into that. Yeah. Oh. I'll have to do it then. What's that on? Glove box. What have we got? We've got a clip down here. That little sort of strut thing. And then if we just close it, should hold it in position so we can get the screws in. One there. Should be 3, but I think I only took 2 out. That's that'll do. Yeah, I've got no screws left over, so that must be that. And just check it opens and closes. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, that's the blower motor replaced. Hopefully it'll stop that noise that we were getting, which you're going to hear now, but only time will tell. Now I've got one more job to do, and that is to scan it. If you'd seen from the intro, we had an engine light come on, rev counter, not the rev counter, speedo had stopped working, and the odometer had stopped displaying. Now it's gone, it's fixed itself now, engine light's out, speedo will work, and then obviously we're getting mileage in that reading as well. So I'm going to scan it, see what fault is there. I'm thinking probably a vehicle speed sensor fault. We'll get it scanned and see what it brings. Right, now we're going to get on with plugging this scanner in, and the diagnostic port is relatively easy to find. It's right below the steering column, just on this, above this little shelf. Get it plugged in, see what codes we get. So this is the scanner. Click on scan, select make and model, so we'll go for Ford. (2002). Focus. It's a 1.6, but I'm not sure on the sort of the engine number, so we'll just go for that one. If it doesn't like it, then we probably won't communicate with it. A powertrain control module is what Ford called the engine control unit.
So click on that, make sure ignition's on. Continue. Then we go to the codes menu. We want memory codes. Output shaft speed sensor circuit malfunction. There we go. I thought that's what it might be. That's the only reason why the speedo would drop off, really. They are quite common on these Focuses. They sit in the top of the diff, and they can be quite a pain to remove. I think there's a roll pin that holds them in, but sometimes the plastic sort of snaps and gets wedged in the top of the diff. So at least we know there's only the one code there, and we're not having to sort of differentiate between 3 or 4 different codes, finding out which is actually causing the issue that we're having. I'm not going to bother clearing it, because like I say, there's only the one fault code there. If there was 3 or 4, we'd clear them down, and then either start it up and take it for a spin, see if we get one fault code back, and then work from there. But we're just having the one. That's it. We don't need to do anything more. So I'll probably get a vehicle speed sensor ordered, and then we'll see about replacing it. There we are. Job done. Right, that's all for today's video. Just a couple of simple jobs. I think the next job we need to do is tackle that cam belt and water pump. But yeah, other than that, she is looking pretty good. Obviously barring interior clean, but that'll be last on the list once all the mechanicals are sorted. So if you have missed some of the previous episodes of this sort of Focus project, go back and watch them. There'll be a link somewhere at one side, can't remember which side. Leave a like, and yeah, thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, the Car Lovers channel.